Hey everyone, welcome back to Sara.
Welcome back, everyone. Some amazing news has just been announced. It's a little old by the time we're going to get this video up, but it's something we had to talk about. I mean, it's going to happen. This is happening. I'm going to have Sara read a little bit from the press release, and then we're going to talk about it.
U.S. Women's National Team scheduled to face 2022 European champions England at famed Wembley Stadium on Friday, October 7th. Games subject to England securing FIFA Women's World Cup qualification in September. Match in London would be the first of the 2 games in Europe for the USA during October FIFA window.
So, I mean, we're going to get a little bit more into this press release, but I mean, it's happening. England versus America. Like it says, it's dependent on that match that England will play for qualifiers for the World Cup. I'm interjecting this weird, but why isn't Euros the qualifiers for the World Cup? I know CONCACAF is. Why isn't the Euros? That seems very strange to me, first of all.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone knows, let us know. But, I mean, I was pumped to hear this, Sara. Like, this is like a Super Bowl. I know it's technically a friendly, but...
I was to say, we're acting like they've never played each other before, but...
I just think all the context that is going on right now, I just think... It's like, this is going to be the biggest match. Like, again, it's a friendly. And obviously, winning the Euros was a bigger match in terms of what it meant. But I just think it was like the changing of the guard. The United States has been the most dominant, for a long time in the world for a while. When I mean most dominant, I mean you go in there thinking
toughest team.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the toughest teams out there.
But now the tables are turning. We look at England saying, who's going to beat the English? I mean, their team is so special, so strong, such on a high, it has that X factor we always talk about. That team has the X factor. And the United States just does not have that X factor right now. And could it get it by the time this game will happen? Possibly. Is it going to get it by the time World Cup comes around? Hopefully. But the English team has the X factor. Everyone knows it. Everyone's now chasing them. It's exciting stuff. We're going to read a little bit more of the press release.
Okay. The U.S. Women's National Team is scheduled to face 2022 European champions England on the evening of Friday, October 7th at the iconic Wembley Stadium in London. The kickoff time is to be confirmed and the match will be broadcast on FS1. England won the 2022 UEFA Women's Euro in historic fashion at Wembley Stadium on July 31st, defeating Germany 2-1 in overtime on a goal from forward Chloe Kelly in front of a record-setting crowd of 87,192 fans. To get a chance to play the European champions in London at Wembley is the opportunity that doesn't come around very often, so we're all very thankful that the match could be arranged, and we'll be hoping that England finish their qualifying campaign in September, said U.S. Women's National Team head coach Vlatko A. This is exactly the kind of match we need at exactly the right time in the World Cup preparations so we can test ourselves against a very talented England team. I saw England playing live at the Euros, and I'm looking forward to an amazing atmosphere at Wembley and another big event for women's soccer on October 7th.
Okay, so I mean, that's the basics, the base. Hopefully it happens. I mean, I think most people think that England's going to take care of qualifications in September, but if it doesn't, they say it's going to be rescheduled. But this is just so exciting. England is on such a high right now. I mean, I think England feels like no one's going to stop them. When you have that mentality, no one's going to stop you, no one's going to stop you.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard to come down from that high. I mean, I still see all over my feed people they're still posting about it, and
it reminds me of after the US won the World Cup in 2019, and I think a lot of people gave the United States flack for being cocky or being arrogant, which they might have been, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Sorry, when you win and you win, you're a winner.
Like Megan Rapinoe kept saying, you deserve it. You deserve to be able to.
You worked hard. It's not like you won just per chance or on accident,
right.
Or it's not like you didn't work hard. You worked hard, so work hard, play hard. Get it.
And I haven't seen anyone saying that the English team has been over, and I've just seen people saying, if anything, they're being too humble about some of this stuff. They're being humble queens, Humble queen. When you win, it's such a big deal, but they're on a high, and that high is, and it is sometimes hard to come down from. Because now the pressure is on them, going into the Euros, as much pressure as they had. I think the pressure wasn't like you had to win. The pressure is, we think you can win. I think you're a good, but it wasn't like you have to win. Because I think for the last few years, the pressure for the United States was always like, well, you're the United States, of course you have to win. That it'd be weird if you didn't win.
Yeah.
Other than, they always crash out of the Olympics. The last 2 Olympics, they've kind of crashed a little bit.
Yeah.
But that pressure, and that's like a new pressure that's going to be there for England, but going into the match, it's a friendly. But, I mean, again, this match is going to be at Wembley. It's already sold out. It's going to be 80,000 fans again. And everyone there is going to be rooting. There's going to be the majority of the people rooting for England there,
Yeah, if I was taking the pitch, I would pretend to put on a concert.
Exactly.
A lot of concerts happen there. It's
yeah,
like,
exactly.
If you play Wembley.
And like WrestleMania and things like that.
Yeah.
So the English players are on such a high, but also that comes with more pressure. But I will say this, Sarah and I are going to give our predictions at the end of the video. And also, this is so good for the United States. They did play the CONCACAF championship, but going in and having such a tough opponent, I mean, playing Uzbekistan is great. I love Uzbekistan, but it's not England,
Yeah, I was telling you the other day, like, the U.S. has had a bunch of friendlies against teams that, they're great teams, but they don't give them the biggest challenge.
Right.
So,
be such a test.
Yeah, such a test, such a challenge for them, so.
And then again, this match also, we don't know where the roster is going to be for this match. Will Tobin be back in the fold? Christen probably won't, obviously. Yeah. Players like Sam Ewis have just announced that they're season-ending injuries. We don't know about what's going to happen in the English, side. Who knows about Lucy Bronze's knee? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Who knows going into this match where the rosters will be? But taking it at face value, if you have the same exact roster you had for CONCACAF and you had the same exact roster for England, and I think England would be the favorites from those 2 rosters.
Yeah, I agree.
But also, let's talk about CONCACAF. We never talked about it. If you look back at it, I think a lot of people weren't necessarily thinking United States was going to win. I think a lot of people thought they were going to lose against Canada in the final, and they didn't. Not only did they win, they won. They got their World Cup spot. They got their Olympic spot. I mean, as much as people are kind of ragging on the United States for not being where they should be, possibly,
they did the damn thing. They did it.
They still won, and that means so much, It probably shows, they want to show other people. I know people are almost counting us out to a point, but we just won. We beat Canada. Not only did we beat Canada, Canada is the Olympic champions from just 1 year ago. Mm-hmm. Not only that, at the Arnold Cup about 6-7 months ago, England did not beat Canada. They had a draw in their match. So England didn't beat Canada. We just beat Canada. United States just beat Canada. And it's kind of like, it's just so quickly how the tables can turn as well.
I know, yeah.
But going back historically, because the United States were so far ahead of a lot of countries, that wasn't happening. The tables weren't turning quickly like they are now, which is a good thing. I think a lot of people in the world of soccer worldwide almost, they like seeing the Americans get, humbled. And I get it. You know what I mean? I'm just reading through the comments on the official post where they posted it. The one comment I did see a few times, and here's one comment that says, the U.S. women's national team better be prepared for the Lionesses, like better than prepared, and tame the Lions at their home field. Vlatko better get his S together come October 7th. And I think I think a lot of people say that's the key factor. A lot of people still don't like the way Vlatko's managing the team. A lot of people think that they just don't like it. They said, giving him a chance, he's not doing what he can with the talent. On the other hand, people are saying Sarina Wiegman is a master. She is everything you would want in a coach. And her proven results and track record just show that. And with Sarina Wiegman behind this, coaching, it's an unstoppable team between that talent and Sarina. Because that is what's hard right now for the U.S. women's national team. It's kind of like, for so long, it was the mainstays. Especially up at front, especially the forwards. It was Alex, it was Tobin, it was Christen, it was Pino, it was Carli. Those were the mainstays for so long. You knew you had a plan. Now he's still kind of figuring that out, who exactly works best. But going along with that, England has that it kind of figured out to where they know exactly. They're like the U.S. national team 4 years ago. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where they have it figured out. Sarina Wiegman put the same team on for the Euros, the same starting 11 every single time, I believe. So they really, there's no questioning what's happening at their camp over there.
Yeah.
Even going further to the World Cup, well, Julie Ertz, is she done? Is she going to come back? Dunn, is she done? Is Christen done? Is Christen done? Is she, not coming back? Sam Ewis is injured now. Christen Press, is she's done with the team / would Vlatko ever call her back when she's, back?
Yeah,
is Tobin
wild.
Is Megan Rapinoe going to make it to next year? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's so many questions with the U.S. women's national team, but it's normal. It's natural. And it should be exciting to see. Okay. I know Sarah and I joke about this. We have parties on days like this, but this is going to be like a Super Bowl for us. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I've been trying to eat so good lately. But
I know. Yeah.
Girl, we're going to eat that day.
The music's so loud.
Merry.
Exactly. I guess the other thing I'll mention, I think, how do you say it? I think England really wants to humble the Americans overall. 2019 was heartbreaking. U.S. kicked them out of the World Cup. They played again in 2020. The U.S. won. And we all remember Alex Morgan's tea celebration.
So redemption for what side? I don't know.
England really wants to put the United States in check, which is good, which is all in fun. That's the thing that I think is actually a fun thing.
Okay, when they score, when England scores, are they going to do the tea?
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to do the tea right back.
They should. And if
T 2.0.
I think the English do want to kind of, show, hey, you did this.
It's banter. What can I say?
It's good banter. Exactly. And it gets so many people hyped up.
Yeah, we love it.
So that will be, they kind of want to humble the Americans, which is fun, which is okay. But like we said, as much as the Americans, they have a lot going on. They're still not up to form. The squad's kind of in transition. They beat the Canadians, who are the reigning Olympic champions from barely a year ago.
Yeah, they're still doing things, and yeah.
And so, America's never out of it. I truly believe they will never, ever just be out of it. So it is early. The game is not for August, September, 2 months and but we're going to do our predictions right here and right now. They could change, but okay. We're going to base it on the squads that just played at CONCACAF and played at the Euros for the English.
Okay.
What's the score? Who's going to win and what's the score?
Okay, I'm thinking that England could win this.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm thinking 2-1.
2-1 England?
Yeah.
I'm thinking England's going to win too. I think I said this for the Euros. It's like almost like England has to win. Being at home, it's like they have to win. And I actually would not be upset for America to lose here and then kind of be going in underdogs into the World Cups and then saying, hey, we're underdogs. Okay, think of us as underdogs. We're going to win. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think England's going to win as well, and I think it's going to be...
Well, I do want America to win because
I think it's going to be 1-0.
Oh,
yeah. I think England's going to win. It's going to be 1-0. And, yeah, that's my prediction. Do I want America to win? Yeah, I do. However, may the best man win.
Rivals,
yeah, exactly.
Love it.
So, I do think England's gonna win. I'm saying England's gonna win because they're the X factor right now. They are.
But I do want the U.S. to win as well. So
I want something magical to happen. And again, it's a friendly. What does everyone think? Who do you have? What do you think is Vlatko? I think Vlatko. So much is dependent on the way Vlatko wants to deal with everything on the team.
It's got to get it together.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I like Vlatko, but it seems as though he could easily be outcoached. Questions, comments down below. What does everyone think? Who's pumped for this? And like I said, it's in 2 months, so a lot can happen. But we are pumped. The moment I heard it, I said party time. I did.
Yeah.
Questions, comments down below. We'll talk to everyone later. Have a great night.
Bye.